Right, Yashala, another video. Hopefully it's edifying. We're gonna get straight into it. Like always, we gotta give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Lakah Kadash. Makayaahla Harag, double honors to the apostles, elders, great uh, bishops, great millstone, most I taste to brothers, teach word, but hopefully it's gonna be the like most I will. Continue to exalt those names. Yahweh, he is to be, he exists. His son Yahweh Shai, he's to deliver. We need to deliver more than ever, especially these times, evil times. And we always say in the Holy Spirit, going to get the first scripture, you know, uh, starting with Israel, just the law, and then we'll break into something else, wherever the Spirit leads. But it says Leviticus 25 and 35, and if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee. So that lets you know that Israel's were strangers too to each other. You could have a brother that's a stranger, but on down it's going to mention a difference between the heathen and strangers, the heathen and your brethren. It says, take thou no usury of him or in any or increase, but fear thy power, that thy brother may live with thee. And to their side, they can't live with each other for shit, man. You know, and they don't want to. They rather live with their woman and all that. But you have to help the brotherhood. You have to help, the alpha male system of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, because that's what comes first as an order. You know, it says, "Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, nor lend him thy victuals for increase." You know, basically take advantage of the interest. You know, he's poor, man. Uh, that's how you know some of those heads of the IUIC is not right. Um, I am the Lord your power, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt to give you the land of Canaan and to be your power. And if thy brother that dwelleth by thee be waxen poor and be sold into thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bondservant. See? So just because you have a brother that under you that as a servant, that don't mean he's a bondsman, you know? And you're not supposed to use him as a bondsman for any kind of money or luxury or whatever. But treat him as a brother, and you serve. Your serving that's not a bad word, man. You know, if you let's say your brother, some brother get caught and doing a crime or something, and they arrest him and he give him whatever his sentence is. He said, well, you know what? I had to serve my time, man. You know, so it's not a bad thing when you have to serve somebody or serve time uh, for the case of working something out or getting back on your feet. If you have a son and a daughter that go back to live that had a lash out with their parents and they go back to live with their parents, they're gonna have to do some extra work to prove that they're worthy to stay there. So they're gonna, have to do things like keep your grades up. We know that's a worldly thing on that side, but you know, take out the trash every trash day, wash the car every week. He gonna have some damn duties to do, man. So he's serving for his basically to be approved to stay there. Nothing wrong with that. I don't mean you got to be an enemy. It says, um, but as an hired servant, see, pay him some money when he's serving. It says, and as a sojourner, he shall be with thee and shall serve thee until the year of Jubilee. And then shall he depart from thee, both he and his children with him, and shall return unto his own family, to the possession of his fathers shall he return. For they are like my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen. Thou shalt not rule over him with rigor, but shall fear thy power. And that's what Esau did with us. He ruled over us with rigor, man. He had all kind of crazy ass BS, made us work in the field till our hands were bloody, till we was out of oxygen, till we died of thirst, till we died of hunger, whatever, fed us slop, murdered us in front of our children, our wives and children, pissed on us, shit on us and all that. Made mockery of us, blackface, pie, throwing contests, whatever, all that BS evil game stuff they did on us, you know. It says, but thy bondsmen and thy bondsmaids which thou shalt have shall be of the heathen that are round about you. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with having these heathens in slavery. That's why they're gonna have slave uh, serve slavery, and especially Esau, man. You know, it says, "Them shall you buy bondmen and bondmaids, man." You know, it says, "Moreover, of the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall you buy, and of their families are with you, that they begot in your land, and they shall be your possession. And ye shall take them as an inheritance." Because what does the Most High say? I'll give you the heathen for your inheritance. Ask of me. We gotta ask the Most High for everything. We can't ask no, because nobody else is gonna do it. You ask a so-called white man, have you given Negroes reparation? How long Negroes been asked for reparation? Forever, you know?
Our reparations is them going into slavery and being taken down.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our reparations that we want.
Yeah. There ain't no damn reparation check, and then there's a so-called white man ain't gonna give no every Negro $1 million and shit.
And that still wouldn't even be enough.
Yeah, that still wouldn't be enough.
That wouldn't even be not even a half a penny worth.
Yeah,
of what it really they owe.
And Negroes wouldn't even know what on that 2/3 side. They wouldn't even know what to do with that money either. But niggas are not in a state of mind to know how to take care of money and shit. And they ain't gonna give it to us as Israelites. They're gonna be like, oh no, truth speakers, nah, we can't give them. If you teaching them against the against America at any cost, you can't get reparation. But that fixed income and that retirement plan, whatever, they're gonna be like, why y'all complaining and shit? Y'all got a check every month. Anyway, it says, and you shall take them as inheritance for your children after you, and inherit them for your possession. Even our children supposed to generation supposed to possess these heathens. Because you let these heathens up, look what's happening now. Everybody got their hand in the cookie jar. Moab and Elam and Ishmael got tents set up here selling us bogus stuff, man. The owner of those 7-Elevens that Jake be getting the munchies at when he's high and shit, that's owned by Japan, man. The buy and get out, what do you call it? Ill phrase that you see in the in the hood movies. That's Moab telling you to buy or get out. Elam at the same and Ishmael the same, man. And none of them told you that you're Israelite. It says, they shall be your bondsmen forever. But over your brethren and the children of Israel, you shall not rule over one over another with rigor, man. So that's plain. That's the Most High setting us the difference between us and the heathen. So we're not a part of, and it's no coincidence that none of the children of Israel, none of the people on that sign that we have, the 12 tribes, got no military power, man. Because the Most High said that we're not going to be redeemed with the sword, with money, but any man saving us. What did it say in the scriptures? The Most High is going to defend Jerusalem as birds flying. You're going to have a bunch of ostriches come and pick us up and take us to the homeland. It's talking about chariots, man. A wheel within a wheel. So that's how we getting home, man. Ain't no swimming back to Jerusalem and shit, or taking a boat or plane or whatever, a private jet or a bullet train or whatever. Underground tunnel. They got them underground tunnels filled with drugs and all kind of other stuff, man. What do you call it? Newly created beast and all that. Science projects and all that, man. So might as well get that scripture. That'll lead into other topics. Exodus 11 and 7. And see, our people are trying to get to the point where they're trying to say the Bible don't exist or it don't make no sense or whatever bogus stuff they trying to say, man. Like they rather be subject to this evil ass world instead of the Bible, man. It's crazy. Knowing that the so-called white man is beating their ass down, killing them, and then they talking about this black love, black community, and it ain't working, man. It's not working. Exodus 11 and 7. That right quick. Exodus 11 and 7, it says, but against any of the children of Israel, thou shalt not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that you may know how that the Lord do put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And you know what they paying these devil ninjas that are celebrities? They paying them to say that we Africans, man. Knowing damn well they know the truth, man. Like Godfrey, he's from West Africa. I think he's from Nigeria, but he know he's an Israelite, man. But when they ask him, they say, yeah, he refers back to Africa and all that. Like, when are y'all gonna let this Africa stuff go, man? Africans don't care nothing about us. That Mandela came over here, didn't change shit. Who else was African that was over here? And then even Marcus Garvey talking about go back to Africa movement. He's a Benjamite as far as I know. He's a West Indian. So, brother, let's see what Psalms 88 said. 80 and 8.
Psalms 88 and 8.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just pulling it up over here.
Psalms 80, verse 8. Thou hast brought a vine out of Egypt. Thou hast cast out the heathen and planted it. Yeah, Most High. Yeah. He's constantly casting out the heathen from among us, separating us from the heathen. He don't want us to get involved with this heathenistic world of war. We don't got no weapons. Jake ain't gonna be doing nothing. They got the draft coming and all that. So where Jake gonna find himself when they come and round Jake up or knock on the door and require your services to go fight for something that you don't even believe in? Like if you go to American war, you got to fight for who knows what, oil or you got to go kill people. And you like, what am I killing these people? For the American belief system and shit. Which their belief system is like, if anybody don't agree with us, we bombing their ass or putting sanctions on them, taking over and democratizing and colonizing. And if they don't want to listen to us, hey, you got to automate them, whatever you call it. We'll bomb you. Ever get out of this country, or we'll bomb your ass. That's the American way. Joel, Joel, Joel. See, Jake love to hear about that black stuff, that black woman stuff. Yeah, beauty kings and queens. You can't be no kings and queens here because it's already a king's type of system set up, and that's your enemy, man. They might not use the term king, but they definitely got the power of a king because they got a whole army. Jake don't understand that. You ain't got no military power behind you in the carnal world. You nobody. And if you got enough money and riches, they said, well, you're gonna need military to defend yourself because everybody gonna try to rob your ass, knowing that you're the richest country in the world. You know, Jake, a lot of them Jake celebrities, they feel like that's rich, gold chain. They got a damn gun in his bed because they know somebody gonna try to come and take they, and that's just for a gold chain or two or something like that. Imagine you own the whole world, you own a whole country. Yeah, somebody gonna try to get that. Let me get that off you. Rob you for your country and shit. Jake rule the country, they be like, damn, who was that coming over here? Shit. They gonna be like, well, we wanted a piece of this country right here. This land is beautiful. We want it. Ah, this is our land. Well, get ready for war because we're gonna take it. Damn, that's how the so-called white man did it. Joel 3 and what else? 19. You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Got it right there.
Yeah, Egypt shall be a desolation. And this modern day, the modern day Egyptians, you know, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land, man. So wherever Edom is, Edom, he's a vagabond. You think he's gonna be in the same place all his life? He didn't vagabond and moved around and shit. So wherever Edom is, that's where Most High is coming. They get his ass.
It said Job 2 and 2. The Lord asked Satan where he been. He said up to, fro, and down in the earth. Yeah. And Esau Edom just took over everything. So that's where the Lord coming.
Mm-hmm.
He coming everywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
Go ahead.
It's also to get 2/3 because we've been scattered. Mm-hmm. To take them out too.
Yeah, because 2/3 have become like one of them.
But you know, 2/3 is just America. But you know, you got the wicked Israelites. Yeah. That are scattered. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, 2/3 they become like it says they become like Cain, man. You know, you know what Cain did, and Most High still got a bone to pick with them, the Edomites that would had us in slavery then because they're here now. No new thing under the sun. So Edom is still here. This is spiritual Egypt, and hey, it's gonna be a bonfire over here. And then we're gonna drink wine and sip, because the Most High will sip with Yah with Yahweh Shai, and you know that's our victory, man. And it tells you about that in the Apocrypha. The man that gets the victory, if he do well, he gonna get the victory. So yeah, and it tells you about Edom's violence against so-called white man. If you don't know, his name is Edom Adawam, and which means red. You know, and it talks about him in Obadiah, perpetual hatred against Jacob. Even today, the like we always say, there's other people in this country too, other than Edomites. There's more by Edomites. We see them when we go out to the grocery store. There's what do you call it? Uh, there's Hamites here, man. But every time you see on the news, there's between the so-called black man and so-called white man. Every time you see any conflict or big racial conflict is between the so-called black man and so-called white man. Don't you think this Bible speak of prophecies and the people and characters that's born up on this earth, people born on this earth that's in this Bible? When you think they got a major part of what's been prophesied in the Bible of those two people, two nations, and it expresses the mannerisms of them when they were born, and it lines up right how they are today, even. So every time you see a cop, it dies down and then it picks back up and the cop is on somebody's neck and shoot Jake 20 or 30 times and shit. That's perpetual hatred against you. Jacob, man. They got sustained disdain for Jacob, you know?
Yeah, it never said Jacob hated Esau, and we don't mess with them, but they're the ones who were inflicting the violence. Like we were just like, we not fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why doing it, we just chased them into. They just went into the cave.
Go away.
Yeah,
just want to chill, bro.
Yeah, don't be among us. It's just like now, you see a group of Jakes standing on a corner, and Esau say, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" Just interrupt the middle of it, like, "What the hell? Who is this guy?"
And that's what I remember we was talking about yesterday. That was who took down the Byzantine Empire first, the Turks.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking about yesterday. That's what he was teaching me. That was something I didn't know. And that beast system started getting formed. To what we now today seeing Jake. He saw the so-called white man putting his foot on Jake's neck. That's what I'm telling you, like.
Because during that time, like if you know about the Germanic tribes, they were kind of wild too. The Germans, but they considered as teaming in the Bible, but they didn't really get taken down like as enemy type of thing because they still Edomites. So just like they took Hitler down, they let the Germans come over here after that.
Yeah,
so they gonna need Germans around. That's that's one of like it. That's one of the lineage of the Dukes. They gotta have them.
Yeah, it said we need to learn how y'all do y'all wicked.
Yeah.
Y'all going up over here with us.
Like Jake, he always have to have his, even in the hood in the ghetto, he have to have that Malcolm X dude, that's smart and shit. Well, Edom have to have, them Germans around.
Yeah.
The Ashkenazis and all that.
Yeah. Shoot, half of the people over there that's in the land of Israel right now claim to be Ashkenazi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's how those are the Edomites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We can mention some. Well, let's go to that scripture, the Dukes.
The Dukes of Edom?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Duke is come, from important monarch or important leader, royalty.
Right.
I always have to mention this: the Dukes of Hazzard, that TV show, the Confederate flag. Good old boys.
Yeah.
Genesis 36 and 40, and these are the names of the Dukes that came of Esau, according to their families and their place, by their names: Duke Timnah, Duke Alva, Duke Jetheth. Next verse: Duke of Alabama, Aholabama, Duke of Elah, Duke of Penan. I'm saying these as well as I can. This is not all right. Duke of Kanaz,
That's the nine.
Yeah. Duke teaming.
There they go.
The teaming nice. Duke Midzar. Go ahead. Yeah, he had a lot of. Come on, you gonna say all these people been destroyed and shit? They no longer here. Duke McDeal, Duke Iram. These be the dukes of Edom according to the habitation of their possession. He is the Esau, the father of the Edomites. It should have mentioned Amalek. Did we miss that one?
Oh no, it's next. Okay. It probably come up next.
Nah, see, it starts going to something else. But Amalek is mentioned in there too. Amalek.
Yeah. We'll go to it.
Yeah. So they have a Duke system, and they're about to have a nuked system. You know, going from Dukes to the nukes.
Yep, yeah. That's one. I think it's number 2420. Yep.
Yeah, but it's still mentioned in that Genesis too.
Yeah.
We just, I don't know, came before. Numbers 24 and 20.
It came way before, I think.
Yeah. When he looked on Amalek, he took up a parable and said Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
So what does that mean for all the rest of them? They got to go down too, because this was the first. They the head of all the Edomites. Yeah. You know, they're the first of the nation. So if the Dukes came later, they had all that power. Who do you think they got it from? Yeah. They got it from the Amalekites.
They're the chief of the nation.
Chief of the nation of Esau.
So, you know, we basically, when we deal with spiritual power, wicked places, like spiritual wickedness in high places, is basically them. But you know, on a low level, people don't realize, you know, they didn't play the role of the Israelites, so people don't think, you know, that they're wicked. But it's showing that Most High is pulling them out, right?
And this is the one. Genesis 36, 16, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Verse 16, Genesis 36 says, Duke Korah, Duke Katam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of it. Eliphaz in the land of Edom, that they were the sons of God. So yeah, Duke Amalek. And the Most High said he had indignation against Amalek forever, man. Mm-hmm. Those are the so-called ones that's calling them Jews, is not synagogue and say
Jews, aka Europeans.
Yeah, small hats, Jewish people, Khazars, you know, and Most High, it don't look like they got so much power and riches and established as even with Balfour direct declaration and you know the British mandate and all that it don't seem, and it seems like we nobody. So when we speak, they be like, "Who y'all talking to?" You know, they think it's we really talking. We're not really talking to the average Edomites, man.
Yeah,
they get mad because they there, but we're talking. This is, you know, Most High got a problem with the elite system.
Yep, and that's who we battling. That's who we really battling.
Yeah, that's who we really going against, man. That's why they got us on the list, man. Yeah. You know, they know. Their children don't know. I gotta go get that blood. Their children don't know, but so they make us look like we crazy, like, oh, this racist group. They know exactly what's going on, man. They know about prophecy and all that.
When you get back up, when it even directs that, it doesn't talk about the other dukes that we're going to be at war from generation to generation with. It just says Amalek. Yeah. That's the only one really that we, because, you know, once they're taken out of rulership, then what is there? Yeah. You know, ain't none of the rest of these Edomites, you know, they don't have the knowledge that Amalek has.
Yeah, because another way they try to hide is use America as a cow. What do they call it?
Cash cow?
Yeah, to make it look like they're not here in America. I mean, they're not really connected. I mean, they got allies with America, but they act like These are different Edomites over here. Like, y'all all Edom, man.
Any plug development? Yeah, down there with the it's like the
I see it.
yeah.
Slovakia, you gotta
Make sure stuff don't die.
yeah.
That back. You small room over here.
Yeah, man. So yeah. So yeah. Exodus 17-16, for he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And that's why the Most High keeps that battle hot over there on the Gaza Strip. You know, along the Gaza Strip when they dealing with these Arabs and dealing with these, you know, these Sheikites and what do they call them? And, you know, it's a constant because Most High, like, y'all are not the people. And I'm going to keep that place hot over there and let to the world find till y'all reveal.
Yeah, and that's how you know also that they not done away with.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
they you know, you got like Vocab Malone and stuff trying to say that they done away with. They still here, man. Yeah. How you think all the weapons are still in the earth? They was blessed with the sword. They didn't go give the sword to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, they the ones who got the majority of the weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're the leading nation that represents the weapons, promote weapons. They got a gun magazine. They got a hunting magazine.
Mm-hmm.
We checked before over there among the Germans. I think that their greatest sport is hunting.
They're one of the only other ones. Nobody else gonna do that.
Exactly.
That's Esau, and he came out as a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
How you know who his man is?
Yeah, because you know they try to put that on us because you know our people, it says lack of knowledge. Our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. They try to put that hunter gatherer on a gatherer spirit on us, like we was just out savaging and shit and butt naked out there eating raw, you know, raccoons and bears and shit like that.
Man, when they came over here, the Northern tribe taught them how to bathe.
Yeah.
Taught them how to cultivate the land.
Yeah.
So what that doesn't even match up. Even in their textbooks.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you get Thanksgiving from? Them going to Pocahontas and them learning everything, them having just a happy family, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't even match up.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't even match up, man. It's retarded.
And they all gonna have to worship Yahweh Yahushai, you know, because we came from the heavens, man, and everybody came from the spirit world. Mm-hmm. You know, you were one. You know, you can't believe in that Big Bang BS because you're gonna tell me the Most High made Adam, but Adam is gonna be stupid and shit, where he don't know nothing and shit. But he came from the greatest creator in the world and shit, man.
Like, come on, man.
How do you even begin to know what to do if you, you know, if you just nothing's, you know, you ain't been taught nothing, nothing's in you to, you know.
Lord is not gonna put the first being on the earth to have dominion over everything,
and then be
he just be straight retarded.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
that's Esau rolling around a wheel until I discover something, guys. Come on, man. And the Most High just gave him this technology just for the power of, you know, bringing him down. Because it says his own craftiness should come up against him. And then if you go to Obadiah, which is Esau's license and his identity and shit, like that talks directly about the so-called white man.
Yeah, and the only thing talks about all the things you gotta go about you gotta go there.
Yeah, like ain't no way that's not you. It's like it's almost like you being on video. Like it wasn't me. That was you. Buddy.
That was you.
That's you. We reading your. You know how to cop pull you over and like, yeah, that's not my. Yeah, I'm looking at you. That's you, buddy.
He made it real simple too. There's only 21 scriptures in the whole book. Yeah. He like I don't even need that much.
Yeah. He hate Obadiah, I know. Yeah, he did. Messes with his spirit. It glitches in him and shit. Yanks his
It's like one page.
yeah. Oh, it's near the end. Cool. What is it? Near Daniel? Near Isaiah? Sure. Here you go. Obadiah 1, and you can start at 4. I mean, the verse 1, the vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord God concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise against her in battle. And that's what the Most High is right, because this is the capital pretty much of Edom, right? The Edomites right now. This America. This is their beauty. This is their how him has a badass harlot and shit, a badass woman, and of course her spirit is the way we see her. She's an old woman that got all kind of diseases in her vagina and all that. But they try to still beautify her on the outside. But her infrastructure and spiritually, she's doomed. And that's why the BRICS is forming to leave this place alone, man. The dollar recently, what was it? Was somebody that stopped dealing with the dollar period or something.
Well, I know that the majority, like I see an article yesterday talking about $70 billion they're not trading in US dollars no more.
Yeah.
$70 billion is going into other trades, other currencies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's BRICS as a whole not doing it. That's all I see. I know there's something else. It was something with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
It wasn't, Israelites. They wasn't doing something where they not, there was a bill that they were supposed to renew.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah. They
refused.
Going into
oil and petroleum.
Yeah, they refused to
Mm-hmm.
add that. So
Y'all strong talking about that.
Yeah, it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised, man. Because really, they're really like the low, the base, like in that scripture, bases of men. People just follow them because they had the power, they had the military might and the sword. Mm-hmm. And everybody know about the Israelites. They know how strong they are when the Most High is dealing with them again. They know about King David. They know about our mighty men and men of war, men of valor. They know about that. So they was like, well, shit, so-called white men can keep them down in their place. Or we put our hand in the candy jar, and get some of these riches. That's why they come out with suits and shit. Even damn Biden Putin got a suit on and shit. Like, that's their makeup. That's their whole style of doing things. Rape, rob, murder, and then, be high executives and lawyers and and all the scientists are in the background, the Germans and the Amalekites, they play the secretive type stuff. Yeah. So, so you won't think they're evil or something. They're the ones that putting the cocaine in your Coca-Cola and shit, pharmaceuticals in your food, ecstasy in your daily pills you take, whatever all the stuff they're doing. Because nobody's arresting these people. Like, it's like, damn, we know they poisoned it. It's evident they finding stuff in the microplastic and water, and nobody's plastic companies, all the companies just working fine. Nobody's suing nobody, because they got the power. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, yeah, the pride of their minds, man, that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, and they still do. Petra, all these big buildings, the 9/11 buildings, you see it built out of concrete and wires and all that, and the downtown jungles.
Columns on all the Capitol buildings. Like, who moved all the damn rocks, Jake?
Exactly.
That's gotta be Esau.
The underground tunnels are made out of concrete and rocks and all that. Then they got Mount Rushmore with the four faces.
Yeah, they came out the cave and moved all the damn rocks.
Yep. That's Petra, man. And it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. We've proven that, and it's still high. They got one of the highest tower right here in Oklahoma City.
They build, yeah.
And I thought, they have it, and they already approved the paperwork that this is going to be the place that they do it. So who knows how high they're going to put that? But along with the new towers that they replaced, the 9/11 buildings, it's 1,776 feet, which goes back to the so-called the independence declaration. Yeah,
it's just a mockery.
Yeah, it's just a mockery, and the Most High. And they was doing that stuff back then. And these other heathens, they do that too to scare Israel. Like when they be over there, that like Moab with the big dragons and all that. They be doing that to scare Israel because Israel don't do that kind of stuff. And then it'd be like, damn, that's even though it's full of air and shit, it looks creepy and shit. Well, they use it scares with that. That's why the Most High say don't. Their images and stuff, and don't bow down to them, because it could be frightening to some people. They got Big Bird, and you take your children to damn Sesame Street. Big Bird is like, like 8 feet or something, whatever. They get to all these big creatures coming out. These are literal creatures and shit. A bird ain't supposed to be talking to you with a big ass yellow crayon bird talking to you and shit. Mickey Mouse is a damn rat. You got who is that? Grouch. I don't know what the hell he is.
Winnie the Pooh and shit.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, a gay teddy bear, man. Yeah. Like, who are these creatures, man? These, but they'll freak you. If you're a holy person that thinks holy and grow up holy, that can scare you, man.
Yeah, and even like you could tell Esau, he done plagued the earth. Even Winnie the Pooh had a strap.
Yeah.
He done fucked up the whole world with the damn strap. Yeah. He got everybody strapped up.
Yeah. Charlie Brown and all them
with Snoopy the dog. Yeah, he didn't talk as much though. He kind of made that womp womp kind of sound. They wasn't going up too bad.
Yeah. But he had that, he had them different characters, man.
Yeah, he act like a human.
Yeah, he act like a human. That's another thing. They got all dogs go to heaven and shit. Like, dogs don't go to heaven to get judged, man. The spirit go down to the earth, man. That's stupid to believe. That's why Jake believe in this stupid stuff, man. Like, man, you ain't never seen nobody say, man, hope that dog, how my dog went to heaven, man, and get a big ass funeral and everybody come and, grandma, mother come. Nah, he's just a dog. You bury him in the backyard or whatever.
He'll reincarnate into another dog.
Exactly. He'll be back. Fido. Back. But no, when it comes to humans, and that's another thing. You saw put these dogs on a higher level, man. Like, you shoot a cop dog, that's like shooting a human, man. He just been in the line of duty. They got medals and shit. Motherfucker make more money than we do. He's on the force. Oh shit, motherfucker. having the best of dog food and riding in limousine, riding in the front seat of damn Mercedes Benzes and all that shit.
Yeah.
Dressed with a scarf and a hat to the side and shit. Like, who are these people? Sitting at the table with them. That's how Edomites do. It says, whose habitation is high. That's why he liked jumping out of planes and mountain climbing. That's why he don't mind getting shot in a rocket up to space. He skydives and all that. That's him today. He ain't going on out the earth. That's his mannerisms to this very day. It says, and you see those YouTube videos where they walking on the edge of a big ass building or something that's like 500-600 feet down and shit, and they jumping from one building to the next, like on some just daredevil shit. A lot of Jakes ain't cool with height, man. Shoot, Shaq feel out of place. That's why he gotta, feel right around other basketball players. He'll stick out like some Jakes be like, I'm too tall, man. It says, that said in his heart and his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's Oppenheimer talk. That's, we'll bomb you talk. That's Hiroshima and Nagasaki talk. That's whoever's in our way, we'll bomb them talk. Like, you know. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, that's the American bird, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. They got a space station, they got NASA, they pride themselves in space and being astronauts and all that. They had Neil Armstrong, first, so-called first man on the moon. And he had a phrase, he had something like one step for mankind and a bigger step.
Yeah, instead of one giant leap, man.
Yeah.
One giant step, man, one giant leap, mankind.
Yeah, something like that,
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And this also shows that it's talking about America Babylon the Great. It's got the eagle as a mascot and it's 50 stars, man. Yeah. Like this is like, who else could this be talking about? And that's why you got certain people who, like that one dude tried to be like, oh, you be happy they taught you the strong. You don't need the strong to know that.
Yeah.
Just look at the spirit of what's really being said. And it's obvious.
How do we know that they didn't steal the strong from a so-called black man like they did everything else?
Yeah, how do we know? How do we know? It said Jake is the former of all things.
We just found out that not us, but the world just found out that who is that? The four women that the astronauts, it says the four something. It was four women that figured out the mathematics of, the rocket space, rocket ships going into space. Some to that effect. The internet, the mobile phone, all that. That was Jake. Jake created all that. So, as well as we finding out about everything else, man. But like you said, Most High deal with the spirit. We don't have to, like we said, when you read the Bible, don't say America in there, but Most High put a spirit on holy men to know that that's America.
That's what it's talking about. What's the point if it isn't applicable to real life?
Yeah.
What's the point of the Bible?
Yeah.
It has to match up with everything going on.
Yeah. Because even if somebody don't read this book, our people don't read the book, keep it on the shelf and don't read it, they still call out Jesus. They ignorantly call out him, but they know about who was written in this book. And then when Jake is threatening his life, he said, "Oh God, that's the first thing we say."
Oh my God. Another problem is you got some of our people, they read the Bible like it's a novel. Mm-hmm. And like they think they can just understand it.
Yeah.
That's not how it was set up.
Exactly.
The Lord set up teachers. Gotta learn from them.
That's why they get to a certain point, they be like, wait a minute, this don't make no sense. Because it's talking about another time or another situation, you know? So you gotta know when the times and points of the times are and who it was dealing with, you know?
There's stuff in the Old Testament that still ain't even came to pass. Stuff like this.
Yeah.
The Obadiah, that still ain't all came to pass yet.
Yep. Exactly. It says, picking back up at 5, it says, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, art thou cut off. But they have not stolen till they have enough. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would thou not leave some grapes? You know? So Esau leave no grapes. You can't even find anything in this place without being tracked or, you know, you find some gold somewhere, they're gonna be like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're not leaving no resources. All
no
the
resources.
Fake,
yeah.
The water's tampered with, the air's polluted. We ain't even got no damn air, man. Not no fresh air. Like I think if any of us back at this time, back in the day, back in the ancient days, if we went and breathed some air, our body probably shut down, we died.
Yeah.
That's how polluted we are.
And Jake be like, we are thankful for the Most High, for what we're provided, but that's from the Most High. That ain't from them, because we ain't supposed to be drinking no water from bottles, man.
Plastic bottles.
Plastic bottles. Like Jake be like, man, it's cold and all that, but you have to go to the actual store to get your water.
Yeah, and they said that there's these plastic microfibers that's all throughout this damn water because the plastic is not supposed to be holding that shit. It's supposed to be like glass. Like they don't even let you purify water. That's illegal here.
That's why you have to. Yeah, it's illegal here.
Yeah,
that's why you had the situation with Yahweh Shai and the woman at the well. I'm not drinking from that water, but he had water that she no longer thirst. I mean, that a man would no longer thirst from. They was drinking from wells, man. You know?
Yeah. And even the wells are polluted today.
Yeah.
Everything's screwed up, man.
Yeah.
Everything's through. There's nothing pure here no more.
Well, the wells used to be made out of, real sweet substances.
Real minerals were in the well and stuff. Yeah. And they came from real rivers that hadn't been contaminated with all types of pollution from industrialized
metals and shit.
Metals and stuff that's been coming from these factories. Yeah. Then putting chemtrails in the air. That stuff sprinkled down on the water. So the only thing that's pure in this thing is the doctrine of Yahweh Hashem. That's it. It
says, that's what it says, set your things on things that will not moth eaten and rust. It says, verse 6, how are things of the Esau searched out, man? How are his hidden things sought up? Yeah, because everything's hidden. He puts it in a cave, he buries it. The gold is not being used as resources in this earth. We were just watching Dallas Camp, and he takes, he eats the swine, and it's supposed to clean the earth. You're supposed to let the swine be and let them clean the earth. The bottom feeders of the ocean, let them, just like you had, they had that when you put in your fish tank and he cleaned the, what do you call it?
Not the shrimp,
but the algae, he cleans, he gets rid of the algae and all that.
The shrimp be doing that too, and the lobsters. There's many bottom feeders that their job, that's why the ocean's screwed up and there's a bunch of beach fish. Like the last place was in Mexico, it's thousands of dead fish out there. Yeah. They having to put the damn powder on it to keep the disease from spreading and shit. Like they know they done fucked up. Yep. They know that they
call it global warming and all that going on.
Yeah, they call it global warming, but
the earth is hotter than it's supposed to be because there's not true vegetation no more. Yeah. It's not real soil anymore, man. Yeah. Like it ain't supposed to be that much metal and all these wired stuff going around with the electricity and Wi-Fi and the frequencies in this place. It's just heating this place up, man.
You got some houses with literally fake grass in the yard, so they don't gotta mow it and shit.
Yeah.
That's
smothering the earth.
Yeah,
man.
that's smothering the earth and shit. Like it's still gonna grow under that shit, and they put them chemicals on it to keep that shit from growing. And then it's like you got a fake ass like Sims video game front yard where this motherfucker ain't mowed his grass for 12 years. That bitch look like that.
And then they got, like they sell roses and stuff so you can impress your woman. You supposed to have, if you want to, have a rose bush in the back. Your woman's supposed to be like, man, looking at you like you're a king because you got, I got lilies and roses and dandelions right in my backyard. I don't have to go to the store to buy you a rose or anything.
Now you go back and look at Jake's backyard, look like a bunch of flies back there and fucking trashy ass looking
Pampers
weeds
and dirty
shit
Pampers and shit.
Dirty ass drawers.
Dog and knocked over because he ain't eating right, so he done knocked over the trash.
Yeah, dog. That's why the Lord got cut off man that beast because Esau he was gonna even try to chip the damn beast. And just like we was talking about earlier, them Terminator seeds too. They got these seeds where like, well, we can probably do a little small video on it one day, but they got these seeds, man, and they only grow once, and then after that they don't grow no more. And they selling them bitches, and it's only banned in some places, so they selling it to some people. Yeah. This is what's in the WalMarts and stuff. They selling that shit. They wouldn't make it if they didn't want to sell it. Like they made that shit. To make food scarce and to scare you into taking the MOTB.
Y'all keep believing in the school market. Gonna be eating rat tails and shit.
You gonna be straight. Think you got a burger and shit, rat food. Be like, fuck this shit.
And I think a scientist or a food specialist or whatever they call them, he said 78 to 80% of the food that's served fast food places is fake meat.
That's why you want to fast, because when you fast, like if you fast and get good at it, maybe do once a week or so. Try to do once a week starting off. That's what I'm trying to do. But like you go after you fast and go try to eat some of that shit, the fuck, this shit don't even taste the same. It tastes weird.
And because we tell you that they do things by gradualism. So when from that, you can't taste the difference no more because they gradually took you off of that, the real meat, the real stuff. So you like, if you go back to the like, there's some people that go back. I mean, they're 60, they're still living. They probably know what real meat tastes like.
Yeah, but that gradualism and conditioning has watered us down to where you can't really tell. Yeah. And it's like the Esau Edom's doing that because they know that the Lord's going to send a famine in the land. Yeah. And they're not going to be able to make no real food. So they're trying to adapt their bodies to survive off that fake shit.
Because all this BS is really for them. Make them live longer. Like you said, to survive famine and stuff. Jake ain't worried about that shit. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
Jake just wants to drink and go to work and
live a simple life.
He can get some box food, if not food, like especially upright men. Like we're not out there just thirsty and shit, but a regular Jake probably. But for us, it's like we have knowledge. We have the most intelligent knowledge on the planet. We know how to wield that. We're not going to just be out here looking at everything else like it's something more valuable than we have.
But we've been surviving with this low state, so it ain't gonna be nothing. I mean, it'll be hard for Jake, but your mind got to be in the right place. Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even into the border, man. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Yeah, so ain't nobody with America no more. And everybody that everybody's shooting for that superpower spot, even though they letting Russia lead the BRICS and all that. They want a superpower spot, especially Moab. You know what I'm saying? Because he feels like he's close. That's why they got the Germans, but he show out with his artificial sun. But artificial sun ain't nothing. That could just be a mirror reflection of the sun itself. And and you thinking that they made an artificial sun and all. Like you could concentrate heat through a glass or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the ant thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that don't take nothing. You could do those. Those are home type of stuff you could do.
Mm-hmm.
They just do it on a mass level because they got the instruments to do it.
And the wealth.
Yeah, and the wealth. You gotta, to get the instruments, you gotta have the wealth.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So, they Most High gonna shrink them down into little bitty itty bitty Moab and shit, like carrying our, gold and washing dishes and being servants, man. It says the Most High he don't take nothing. It says, and prevailed against thee that they eat thy bread have laid, and they that eat thy bread have laid a wound unto thee. There is none understanding there. Shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men of Edom, even Teman? Like them Germans, them engineers, them scientists, it ain't gonna be no more of them. It ain't gonna be no more rockets created, no NASA created, all that's gonna come down, man.
They ain't gonna see it coming too because they're too proud.
Yeah.
They think that they can't be taken down.
Yep.
That's why yesterday they was talking about they want to name the oceans after Trump. Like, what has this motherfucker done to be the oceans named after? Like, this motherfucker is one guy.
That's crazy.
Like, what is wrong with y'all? I understand you call your names after your own names. The ocean? You act like he just went out there and just got the staff like Moses and just put the ocean there or some shit. This motherfucker's a president. You gonna name the ocean after this motherfucker?
And they use all those savvy words because they created their own savvy language type of thing.
Man.
We getting back to the real and the raw, the Hebrew language. Yahweh Shabbat. How about that? A ball. It says, and understanding out of the amount of Esau and thy mighty men, OT men, there you go, shall be dismayed. They're gonna be like, oh shit. That how you got the greatest project in the world, or you on top of your shit as far as your wit and your brains and your projects and your technology, and then you find out it just comes to nothing and shit. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be done, man. You ain't no, because this is what they've been waiting for. They didn't build all this stuff up all to this point to where it ain't gonna be nothing. They gonna be like, damn, all that, but nothing, man. You know, all that and studying and science projects and Project Bluebeam and all these other projects and all that and experiments and all that swallowed up, man. It says, O Teman shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau shall be cut off by slaughter. That's what we've been telling y'all. Y'all going down by slaughter. It says the saints shall take the kingdom. Best believe if you take advantage of a woman and she's going to try to resist the takeover, it's going to be violent. She said, it says, for the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. You reap what you sow. You cause violence against Jacob, you're going to reap violence.
You get shameful death.
Yep. And thou shalt be cut off forever. Forever.
You hear me? Out of here.
Forever, man. Cut off. So that means Esau is still around because it ain't been cut off yet.
It's been forever. That is when there won't be no more war.
Exactly.
He's the one who's the orchestrator of it.
Yeah.
Ultimately Yahweh shot, but he's giving power in their hands to be able to bring war the most.
Yeah.
You know, they're able to really bring that.
And if these devils thought they was which they know they're not. I'm just saying. These Amalekites over there, them Jewish people, then they would say, well, we're not at the end yet because they're still going through violence with the Ishmael and all. You know? So they're not even put in a place where there's no more war and that that the nations are beating their weapons and plowshares. The nations still got weapons like they do.
Yep. And it also talks about how Jacob right now is a worm.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way that they can be true Israel because they're not worms. They have missiles.
Yeah, because the
They don't
worm,
got no damn missiles.
exactly. Worm has no arms.
No weapons.
No way of defending himself.
Yeah. You know, like we couldn't even make a Black Wall Street in little old Tulsa. They destroyed that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You think we got enough weapons to go to war? That's how you know that's not Israel. Yeah. That's not true Israel.
No, and Israel is about real resource. We're going back to the real resources. They got fake grass over there. They got fake everything over there, man. And they trying to make America like it already is. I mean, it's already fake everything. Well, Most High going to show Jacob the difference between a real kingdom and this one. Jacob going to be like, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's going to be night and day. Because Jake think he think he can live here.
Yeah.
He think he can have fun here. And women go shopping and shit, even at a grocery store, and they looking at Esau, like you got a new water bottle and it's designed with a rose on it and shit. And women be like, oh, that's so cute. Like they look at everything like fucking candy, man. Like you shouldn't even be drinking water from a damn plastic bottle, woman. You shouldn't have to go to them to get your food, and then pretty soon, like we said, they're gonna set the MOTB in. So to even go in the store, you might have to have an MOTB. To even go into some stores, like a mega store. They told me that in Costco one time. Like you have to have a card to get in here to even come inside.
With Sam's too.
Yeah.
They're gonna switch that over to the MOTB.
Mm-hmm. And everything's gonna become mega. So if you really want your groceries, all these little small places is gonna start to disappear. It's gonna be mega.
That's why they want to get rid of mom and pop stores. That was a big aim for why they did the whole pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Knock out a lot of those stores because they didn't have no business coming in. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them still ain't even recovered from that. That's still around today.
God. Yep. So we're going to get this last scripture. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen, verse 15. Upon all heathen, man. For the day of the Lord, because Most High don't like none of these heathen, especially Esau. So he's coming for Moab, Ham, and, Ishmael, all those other nations, even those ones that's written on the sign, he's coming for all of them. Take them down. It says, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee, because they all had a hand in the cookie jar, like I said, against the Israelites. And if you want to see that record, Psalms 83. They all came against us and said, shh, let's keep this name of Israel from it. Mm-hmm. That's why Negroes got every identity but Israel. They got black, they got African American, they got, they got nigger, they got just anything but yeah. I go back to the Moors. You're just missing the whole boat, Jake. Don't you understand the Moors were the Israelites, man? It says, thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yes. What they gonna be drinking? Slavery. What did it say about the a cup of trembling, man. That's you being under subjection under some masters that's whooping your ass all day. Just like we were with them under slavery. Jacob's like, oh, I think the master's coming. He's shaking and all that. Don't know if he's going to survive the next minute. Don't know what the slave master's going to do when he come back and come into the house. He might find something in the house. Is the wife, so-called slave master's wife might have told on Jake or something. Yeah, I heard something. You having sex with somebody. I know it was that nigga. Well, he raped me. Oh, shit. Well, he had to die today. You know? And you eat my women, y'all gonna get it too, man. You know, they hung our women too, so y'all gonna be, you know.
And they 40% of the slave trade.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow them up. Like, you gonna swallow this, you know? That's a torturing method of Esau mafia when that they got a Denzel played in the called Safe House. They used that on him. They drown you by making you drink. So you're gonna have to drink that slavery, man. It says, and they shall be as though they had not been. Ooh, could you imagine all the wickedness and Esau and all the heathens off your back? Like you don't have to, like you wake up and you don't have to be subject to no heathens or no Edomite. You don't have to go to work. You in your kingdom, that's you gonna be able to fly. You just gonna, cause that all that mental. It's a mental block in Jake's head. That's why a lot of Jakes don't make it because they they they've been stumble blocked. You know what I'm saying? They can't see past a certain thing that Esau has embedded in their mind. Like their pineal gland is what do you call it? Is corrupted. You know? Especially when they take that MOTB, it's just they brain they gonna be a vegetable, man. That chip gonna take over because it's connected to neurons and stuff like that. That's how they move it. That's how they use moving their hands today when they have the prosthetics and shit. Is their hands are moving by the signals in their brain. You know, it got nothing to do with you. Just done. You becoming an android and shit, a cyborg and shit. You know, it says, and that's why Esau is working this poison into the food, so you lose your neural link. The cells in your body can slowly die out.
Yeah. They're really trying to kill Israel.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
They don't know who Israel is, so they can do it to everybody.
Yeah. Because we say, I mean, what does the Bible say? Israelites like speckled bird. We got some Israelites that look like them. So they can't trust nobody.
Yep. And they got some of us that look like,
yeah,
some of them that look like us.
Yeah.
But you can tell by the spirit, if they don't trust in Yahweh Yahushua, it could still be a 2/3.
Yeah.
But, depending on other things that they do, you can determine off that.
Yeah. Yeah. It says, they shall swallow down, and they shall be as not they have been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. So what are you people talking about the whole world? On Mount Zion shall be delivered. We the only people that really need deliverance. These other nations, they could talk to their people. They could talk to their leaders anytime and shit. Write a letter to the minister. Write a letter to the president. Write a letter to anybody. Shit. We can't write it. They're gonna be looking at it. Look at this nigger. Get this out of here. Get this letter out of here. Burn it up. Like ain't nobody. All that Kanye West stuff that happened with Biden and even when Obama was in office, his favorite rapper is Jay-Z. That was all staged, man. Nigga ain't never listened to no Jay-Z and shit. Nigga listen to listen to straight African music. Anyway, but upon Mount Zion there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire. and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble burned up, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. There shall not, here you go. Esau, this is what Esau's scared of. Your whole seed line is gonna be wiped out. There should be not be any remaining of the house of Esau. And you got Negroes saying, well, there ain't so-called white man is Esau. Well, we're gonna see when the Most High give him the power to come against you with extreme prejudice.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh, that is Esau.
They try to say that Japanese.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
And for the Lord have spoken it. And if you remember, the way that he speaks is through his prophets, man. You know, so he gave holy men to speak what he wants to share and to what do you call it, to speak out and trumpet what he wants to perform.
To bring the warning, to declare the warning to Israel, because that's basically who we talking to. Now, if we got somebody, another nation come up to us, we're already going to be in the spirit looking at, we don't know if they're Israelite or not. So we're still going to declare the truth unto them.
Exactly. Because this world, it said the word is going to go out and publish all through the world. So these other nations going to hear it. And they know who they are. Mm-hmm. A lot of them didn't know who they are. They, we had to tell them, hey, Moab, they're talking about y'all. Oh, shit. Damn, it is talking about me. It says Moab and Ammon should be a Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, shit. It is us. We got a erect Obelix, city Obelix and shit built. Damn. But you know what? They're not going to turn back because they're heathens. Moab talking about, well, we're going to stop eating dog and shit. Like, why did you start? Whatever else they eat, man. They talking about eating lion meat and shit, lion burgers. Y'all gonna get it for that too. Anything outside of this Bible, man. And Jay gonna get it for not believing in this Bible. Because you can't fix the ghetto with what y'all be thinking about or what y'all planning and shit. NAACP ain't never fixed the ghetto. Black Lives Matter ain't never fixed the ghetto and shit. Nothing has never fixed the ghetto and or the ghetto mind, or to keep you from those spells. But this book, because it tells the truth. And like we said, if it don't add up, it's not the truth. That's what mathematics is. It's the amount of truth. It got to add up. Yep. So anything you tell us, we gonna know it's BS. Like, yeah, that don't add up, man. Whatever. Flat Earth, that don't add up. Come with y'all's madness, man. It ain't gonna add up. So, hey, hopefully it was edifying, man. Got into a usual, subject that we all know about. Esau and Jacob, the heathen and all that. Us possessing the world, Edom still being here. He's the red man. The perpetual hatred, him and the clefts of the rock, showing that he, with the NASA programs and all that, about to get brought down by the power of all power. And it's gonna be manifest. It said that it's gonna be manifest in those days. The wicked shall be revealed. His saints, uh, the sons of God, the earnest expectation of the creature shall wait for the manifestation of the sons of God. They're waiting for this earth to be renewed and taken over by holy men.
We're the only ones that know that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. Yeah. So a lot of people here think that they have, since they have some type of advantage and the knowledge in this world, they think that they have true riches. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day,
yeah, because they enclosed in a system to where that knowledge that they profess and that they use, it has to go by the means of this economic system.
Yeah,
that's why when you go to these colleges, that's how they say you can make money and to take up a curriculum or a subject matter, and then you can get paid for that. They paying you to teach that BS, man.
They're really paying you to get everybody else to put their money in your pocket and give it to them.
Yeah, because
that's basically all you doing.
Because when you get out of that shit, you ain't learn nothing.
No.
You can't apply it. You can't apply it to nothing here.
You learn that you gotta really know somebody who running shit.
Yeah.
And then you gotta be, you gotta be like, somebody who like is connected, just like that boxer, Apostle Tahar was talking about. He was trying to be the #1 champion, and that dude wasn't boxing because he was the one who had the connections. So no matter how good he was, he could never be heavy or whatever champion belt he was trying to get. The dude that had all 4 of them, he knew Amalek in them. So he was like, I don't gotta fight you. You can just be #1 contender. I don't gotta fight you. I can fight who I want to fight.
Yep.
And that's how the system works. You ain't getting up to the top unless you were with them.
And Esau, we're gonna knock out that side hustle stuff with Jake. Mm-hmm. He already showed you with the marijuana and shit. He gonna knock all that side hustle
shit off. You gonna have to get in and get out.
Get in
that's
and
what
get
it's
out.
Gonna be. You gonna be out or you in.
Yeah.
And that's basically what Apostle Hart was talking about.
That's when it's gonna come to that MODB.
Yeah, you're gonna get to be out of in. You're gonna have to give up everything you ever done on this earth and trust in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's the ultimate challenge that we have coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, hopefully that's fine, man. We'll get into some other topics, next video. But hey, it's going down, man. So once again, give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Makakadash. Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahweh Shai, double honors to the Apostle, Elders, Bishop, Great No Stone, my salutation to the brothers, teacher, word, Shalom. Stay strong out there, brothers. There's going to be a lot of deception. People trying to come in and act like the Bible ain't real and all that. And trying to call Esau a black man with red hair and all that stupid stuff. Or they believe in God but not the Bible. Some stupid stuff. And those are kind of like spirit, crazy ass radical examples of simplicity on the left hand side with that spiritual wickedness.
So we just gonna say, go ahead and do that shit. Who's doing that shit? Go out there and teach it. Round everybody else up who's retarded, so we can get this over with. Because everybody's got to hear what they need to hear when the judgment comes. So don't do that. Just don't talk to us.
It's already written, man. That's all it's already written. We don't have to say too much and shit. We just come out and, we read from what's already written. Like the elder said, prophesy means say before. What are you saying before that's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
We need to know. Because we need to save our asses and shit.
We're trying to get out of here.
Yeah, man.
We know that destruction's coming.
Yeah. Anyway, shalom to y'all brothers and sisters, whoever was tuned in.
Shalom.